And on today's update video, I will be talking about what has happened on Bitcoin, what are my next targets, and more importantly, how should we be approaching the Bitcoin price action currently since we had this significant move towards the downside. I will be talking exactly about this, the Bitcoin ETF flows, the funding rates, the liquidation heat map, and many more important charts, including my massive $1 million Bitcoin trade. So without any further ado, don't forget to slap that like button back above 800 likes on today's update video. And with that being said, let me jump straight away in towards the content. So first of all, yes, we can see that yet again Bitcoin has seen a significant correction towards the downside, and it found its bottom somewhere around 68.4k, and this is of course quite a bad thing to see for Bitcoin, since we were exactly consolidating around the range high and saw a massive rejection in one go from the high all the way lower towards that 68.5k target. And to be exact, this level that we just retested was indeed part of the upward sloping support line Bitcoin was creating. We've right now seen more than 4 retests exactly on this level right here. So yeah, indeed, Bitcoin bounced from a familiar level, but still we are right now having a major setback in this massive consolidation phase where we are currently trading in. While we're of course approaching the top side of the region, we right now need to be consolidating all the way back towards the upside again here before we're going to be having another try to potentially of course crush above the all-time high for Bitcoin again. I do want to be pointing out is that if I'm looking at the 12-hour time frame, we can clearly currently see that we are still trading in an upward sloping trend, right? So we created higher low after higher low after higher low after higher low, and this is still also potentially still a new higher low here. So Bitcoin is clearly trading in an upward sloping trend here, and as long as Bitcoin is not breaking this upward sloping trend, I believe that there's nothing too much to be worrying about right now on the Bitcoin price action. We are creating an average to slight upward sloping support line right now here as well. So basically what we're looking at is a major breakout happening on Bitcoin anytime soon. So the major pattern we were looking at was of course the inverse head and shoulders pattern on Bitcoin, and the inverse head and shoulders pattern is still in play in my opinion. Only what we have seen is of course that severe rejection from that horizontal resistance which was sitting on the top side. So currently for Bitcoin, one of the most important levels to be breaking above of is clearly that $72,000 to 71.6k level. This level has historically speaking provided resistance for more than 4 times in a row, and really if we do break above this level, that is going to be the confirmation that the next Bitcoin bull market is really getting started. We're seeing that this downward sloping resistance line right here as well provided once again major resistance for Bitcoin, but I straight away want to be pointing out what I'm currently seeing, because currently what I'm seeing is that Bitcoin is creating a new consolidation phase, and yes, while we are still consolidating in the midst of this major consolidation phase, we are just still waiting for that massive breakout. Because to be very honest, have we seen the massive breakout? No, we have not seen it at all yet so far. So we're still waiting for it, and currently we can see that the new upward sloping support line to be looking at is going to be this level right here. So Bitcoin is currently just consolidating still in this sideways consolidation pattern. Maybe it's going to be taking even longer before we're going to be having the breakout, but all in all, we're creating very bullish price consolidation. We're creating higher lows, we're creating an inverse head and shoulders pattern, and the moment we're going to be breaking above the horizontal resistance is going to be the moment where we are going to be going exponential. But things are looking quite good for the market right now. Also, if I'm looking at the spot ETF inflows, yesterday as well we saw more than $131 million worth of inflows, which is also quite good here. And right now in total, the spot Bitcoin ETFs are holding more than 5% of the supply. So as they are continuing still to be buying loads and loads of Bitcoin, this is actually an overall good sign for the market, because more and more supply is getting scooped up here, and at some point we're just going to be seeing the turning point where Bitcoin is going to be going absolutely exponential. And currently BlackRock owns more than 300,000 Bitcoin on their balance, which is of course quite insane if you would ask me. So with that out of the way, guys, you have to understand the perspective that while the smart money is still buying, you should not necessarily be panicking right now here. So While all is happening, funding rates remain to be very close to neutral, which is of course indicating that there is most likely still another step up higher going to be imminent. And ever since we saw the ever so slight rejection, we're right now building up even more liquidity on the top side. To be exact, there's like $5.7 billion worth of Bitcoin short liquidations laying around 72,000 US dollars, and of course above it even more lays here. So in total, about 13 to 14 billion dollars worth of Bitcoin short liquidations are laying around that region between $72,000 to $74,000. So I believe that it is going to be extremely likely that we're going to be grabbing that liquidity in the market, and that is why I will remain to be holding my trade open. I mean, right now it's weekend. I'm not really expecting any big moves to be happening over the course of the weekend, but I am, however, expecting that eventually Bitcoin is going to be grabbing that liquidity on the top side and, of course, move higher from off that point. So I still have my take profit around 73.8k. I'm looking to take profit around that level right there. And, of course, if you are interested in trading yourself, don't forget to check it out in the link description of today's video, because currently, guys, you can claim a free $200 trade on Bybit, this trading exchange where I have taken my $1 million Bitcoin trade as well. All you need to do for that is go to the link description of today's video. You go to this link right here, and if you press on it, deposit $100 in your first 7 days, you will be able to claim a free $200 trade on Bybit, which is of course extremely valuable right now. And of course, if you want to be using any of the CryptoC trading indicators, make sure to go to the CryptoC website, which is also linked in the video description. Further on, we can currently see that basically, of course, we already knew this, but Bitcoin just has seen another slight rejection from its most important resistance box here, and that is of course the top side right here. $72,000 to $74,000 is the critical range for Bitcoin to be breaking above of. But all in all, things have never looked more bullish for Bitcoin in my opinion, because let's say we're going to be looking at the 3-day time frame, we're going to be looking at the MACD here. Guys, we are currently seeing a bullish crossover happening on the MACD, and the last time this happened was over here exactly at the beginning stage of this next leg towards the upside. And now as well, we're seeing another bullish crossover on the 3-day MACD, and we are most likely at the beginning stage of that next leg towards the upside. So honestly, the time before that was over here. We flashed a bullish buy signal, and that was also the start of the rally towards the upside. So the MACD on the 3-day time frame has got a very good accuracy on predicting whether a next big move is going to get started, and it is currently flashing. So I want to be pointing this out. There are still a lot of signals flashing that the next move is going to be very imminent, and if I'm looking at Bitcoin, we're just still consolidating. But all in all, we have seen an ever so slight rejection, but we're still trading and consolidating in the top side of the range here. And it's just moments before we're going to be most likely breaking out towards the upside from this region. So I don't think Bitcoin is looking bad. I don't think Bitcoin is looking worse at all. We're still consolidating. And historically speaking, in 2 weeks from now on, within 2 weeks from now on, we're going to be most likely starting this next big rally towards the upside from this point. So getting very excited, but please do not fade these signals, which are right now also flashing on the MACD. So this is it for me in today's update video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you did enjoy it. If you did so, don't forget to slap on that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out. Goodbye.